Hi students, welcome to yet another session of my class. We are discussing Animal Farm by George Orwell. You already we already discussed about the summary of Animal Farm. I think all of you understood the summary of Animal Farm. Today we are going to analyze the content of Animal Farm. Let us discuss in detail. The central conflict of Animal Farm is the animal's desire for freedom and equality. Yes, from the summary itself, we can understand that is the in the first chapter itself. We got the idea that old Major gave some teachings to other animals, and that is the central conflict of Animal Farm. That is the what is that central conflict? It is the animal's desire for freedom and equality, their desire for freedom from their human master. So this desire is corrupted by the dominance and intellectual power of the pigs. And later, in the progress of the summary or the plot review of Animal Farm, we can understand that yes, uh, pigs, they were the most intellectual animals in that farm, and this desire, that is the desire for freedom and equality, that is corrupted by the dominance and the intellectual power of the pigs, because the pigs, they try to exercise their views, their dominance, their power over other animals. Their original goal is expressed in the beginning, that is in the teachings of Old Major in the first chapter and in the national anthem Bees of England, that is introduced in the first chapter itself. This song becomes the national anthem of Animal Farm in the initial part, but later it changed. At the beginning, we can see the exercise of political power of Mr. Johns over animals. Yes, at the beginning of the novel, we readers can understand that their master was Mr. Johns, and he tried to exercise his political power over these animals, and he did not care those animals. That's why the animals, old Major gave such a teachings to the other animals, and they tried to make a rebellion against their human master. He thinks about himself. This Mr. Johns, he thinks about himself while the animals starve. And the animals win easily when they rebel against him. As a result of his attitude, and one day he was drunk, and the animals, they decided to make a rebellion against their human master, and the animals win easily when they rebel against Mr. Johns. And as a result, they make the mistake of thinking they have overcome political power itself. Actually, they made a mistake. They are thinking that, and as a result of their victory, they make the mistake of thinking that they have overcome political power itself. But in reality, they have only overcome one of the forms that political power can take. That is the mistake they did in their thinking. What is that mistake? They make the mistake of thinking they have overcome political power itself, but in reality, they have only overcome one of the forms. That is, they try to overthrow their human master only. They have only overcome one of the forms that political power can take, and gradually things changed in the Animal Farm. We all know that at first, yes, this farm's name was Manor Farm, and it later changed to Animal Farm. Then all the seven commandments in the initial part, the first part itself, we readers got the idea regarding the seven commandments for the, yes, well-being of the animals in the Animal Farm. All the seven commandments changed in the later part of the novella, and we readers, yes, so that all these seven commandments that put forward in the first chapter itself, that was changed in the later part of the novella. Pigs become politically and intellectually dominant in the farm. Yes, Napoleon becomes the leader of that Animal Farm, and he belonged to that community, that is pigs. And Napoleon gave special consideration to the pigs, that is schooling, then gave permission to pigs to take decisions in the animal farm, etc. That means pigs become politically and intellectually dominant in the farm. From second chapter up to the last, we can trace the development of the pig's power. Yes, from the second chapter up to the end of the novella, yes, we can trace the development of pig's power and slowly the other animals. Yes, later, other animals, they aware that they have not achieved their goal after all. Their desire means that desire of freedom and equality and a good life in animal farm. And later, these other animals, they aware that they have not achieved their goal after all. Napoleon becomes the leader of the farm. And the pigs and Napoleon come to exercise their power in three ways. That is, in the previous part, I already told you, they think that, yes, they have overcome the political power. Actually, they have overcome only one form of the political power. Again, they are facing the same problem. That is, the pigs and Napoleon come to exercise their power over other animals in three ways. Which are the three ways? First, they claim more and more of the farm's resources for themselves. Yes, this Napoleon and that community, that is pig, they tried to claim more and more of the farm's resources, that is milk, meat, or other food resources, or other provisions, or other privileges in the farm. They claim, this pigs and Napoleon, they claim more and more of the farm's resources for themselves, for their benefit only. They start by stealing milk and apples, then slowly sell animals. That is, they sold Boxer for their benefit. Actually, yes, they sold Boxer. So then slowly sell animal products to buy human luxuries like whiskey. Then second second way is the pigs become more violent. Introducing the trained dog, that 9 puppies that Napoleon was trained as his securities, introducing the trained dog police force and ordering executions. Yes, Napoleon asked this trained dog to execute Snowball. Then, yes, other animals in the animal farm, etc. That is the pigs become more violent and introducing the trained dog police force and ordering executions. Then third way is the pigs claim the power to determine what truth is. That means they have the power to take decisions in the animal farm. They have the power to determine what truth is, if that is not right. But they have the power to determine what truth is. So these are the three ways that the pigs and Napoleon come to exercise their power over other animals. First, they claim more and more of the farm's resources. Then second one is the pigs become more violent and introducing the trained dog to execute other animals in the animal farm. And the third one is the pig claim the power to take decisions and also power to determine what truth is. Then Squealer changes the commandments of animalism. Those 7 commandments in the initial part, it is put forward for the benefit of all the animals in the animal farm. And those 7 commandments emphasizes the equality and the freedom of all the animals in the animal farm. But later, those 7 commandments change and Squealer changes the commandments of animalism and the story of the Battle of the Cowshed. At last, these animals slowly come to realize that their lives are no better than they were before the rebellion. That means slowly other animals in the animal farm, they are aware that their condition was bad. And the animals slowly come to realize that their lives are no better than they were before the rebellion. Before the rebellion, in the sense, means under the control of Mr. Jones. All these animals come to realize that yes, their lives are no better than before. They were before the rebellion. That means under the control of Mr. Jones. Then the climax of the novella happens in the 7th chapter when Napoleon decides to sell the hen's egg. Yes, that is the climax of the novella. The hens finally recognize that the pigs are their antagonists. Yes, finally some of the animals, including hens, recognized that their enemy or their antagonist was not their human masters but these pigs, and they rebel against these pigs. Their rebellion is brutally crushed and the hens are executed. Yes, their rebellion is brutally crushed by these pigs and the trained dogs and Napoleon, and the hens are executed in the farm. Then Boxer, that cart horse, is the only character believes to the hope that freedom can be achieved, and he did a lot of work in the animal farm for the construction of windmill and other hard labor in the animal farm, and he believed that he is the only character believes to the hope that freedom can be achieved. But he has worked tirelessly for the construction of windmill and other hard labor in the farm, and he tried to achieve the goal put forward by old Major. However, when the time comes for Boxer to retire, he is sold and killed. That is the thing that happened in the animal farm. Boxer's betrayal marks the moment in which political power embodied in Napoleon and the pigs. That means completely defeats all the animals. Yes, Boxer's betrayal marks the moment in which political power embodied in Napoleon and the pigs. And that means completely defeats all the other animals in the animal farm. At the end of animal farm, we can see the animals watch the pigs who are behaved like humans and dining with the human masters, and find they are unable to tell the difference between humans and pigs. The pigs have become one with the human farmers because both groups are equally corrupted. These human masters are corrupted as well as these pigs are also corrupted. So the pigs have become one with the human farmers because both groups are equally corrupted by the reality of political power. This is the main content that is included in the uh, summary of Animal Farm. I think all of you understand this session, and there is a homework for you, and the homework is write a note on the analysis of Animal Farm. Write your homework and send back to me. Yes. Then we have to discuss more and more points regarding Animal Farm, that is regarding the themes and motives and other important elements in Animal Farm, that we will discuss in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.